The first Burger King family restaurant was opened in 1954. Just 3 years later, the Whopper was introduced, and soon after, Burger King begins selling franchises.
I won!
48 years later, Wall Street giant Goldman Sachs buys Burger King with two other private equity companies for $1.5 billion. Goldman Sachs has a history of lining their pockets at the expense of their workers, and they bring that tradition to the Burger King Corporation. Between 2000 and 2006, Burger King and its franchisees are fined 179 times for not paying even the minimum wage to its workers. Two decades ago, Gene Franquez got a job at Burger King and worked his way up in such a way that Burger King founder James McLemore wanted to meet him.
I've had a good variety as far as a career with Burger King. I mean, not many people can say that they worked in the restaurants, out of the restaurants, behind the scenes.
Once inside corporate, he saw Burger King in a new light.
When an hourly employee is scheduled to work, by law, when their shift is over, you have to let them go. They would tell the employee, you can't leave, we're too busy right now. That employee would not get paid time and a half. I was talking to one of the experienced trainers that had been around for a while, and just out of curiosity, I brought up the subject of unions. And when I mentioned the word union, I was told never say that again if I want to keep my job.
Kate Ahrens had a job at Burger King for 2 years and knows firsthand the employee conditions.
It's miserable because you're always nonstop. It's busy, it's constant. People are busting their ass for no money.
The misconception with fast food is that most employees are teenagers looking for spending cash, but the reality is quite different.
And it's mostly single moms. A lot of them on food stamps, Medicaid, struggling to make it. It's kind of hard and heartbreaking in a lot of ways, and especially for me, who that's what I was, single mom trying to make it.
Most weeks, management had Kate working 60 to 70 hours.
I was taken advantage of by Burger King. At 70 hours a week, it comes back down to being about $7 an hour or so. The employees should be paid more.
But with Goldman Sachs at the helm of the Burger King Corporation, employees would not get paid more. Goldman Sachs, an investment bank which lost $53 billion in 2008, converts itself from an investment bank into a bank holding company to be eligible to receive bailout money.
Goldman Sachs also received a $10 billion infusion of your tax dollars to help keep it afloat.
Goldman Sachs and Morgan Stanley each got $10 billion of your money.
But there's something else in the report that is a growing concern. Goldman Sachs is using your money to fund bonuses for its employees.
Goldman Sachs has set aside roughly $6.8 billion in bonuses this year for an average of $210,000 per employee, though some will get far more.
If that money were given to the more than 300,000 Burger King workers, each will receive $18,000. The average yearly income of a Burger King employee is $14,000. What would you do with $18,000?
I would just pay all my debt and go back to school.
I would send to my family.
Pay off my debt.
Investing in my health or the health of my children.
Get out of debt completely. Put it in the bank for a college fund for the kids.
If I were to get a bonus like that, I would think my employer actually cared about what I was doing for them.